Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Williams will pass. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Boston. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
How about it, RD? What a start. You want to come out and say, I'm going to be aggressive, we're going to take shots, we're going to make big plays. Look no further than the first play of the game. What a start.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time late in the season.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Williams looking for a man. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Gilmore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Kentucky right back to the line. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. They're down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. With the catch, it's Jones. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man quickly. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Little touch pass to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback back to him to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. Williams will pass. He's looking deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for him.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Jones. He'll step out of bounds right in the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jones.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. Kentucky going quickly.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Wants to throw again. Pulls it in. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. He's got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Wants to adjust the pattern. Snaps it in the shotgun. Big fella moving. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now it's second and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. After getting absolutely nowhere on second down, they'll try it again on third and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Fighting off the defender. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Slings it downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Williams looking for a man. Rushes on him. Fires downfield. Got his man on the right. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And this four vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Boston. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That's a nice job by this defense getting in the backfield quick. They got there so fast, anticipating pass on third and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
Just drives in between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Williams will pass. Quickly complete. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for pole position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet. But I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on the strip.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say miss.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Now on first down from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Snags it over the middle. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
And first down for the offense.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the wide receiver. Williams will pass. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end. Going the other way, and he's got room. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start.
Kentucky right back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Wants to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. To the air on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Motion from the back. He wants to throw it again. He's got it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Up-tempo for the offense. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Right on the money. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Fit it in the window for the score.
I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Barry. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And that is no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Williams looking for a man. Finds his man. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Wants to fire on second down. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Gamecocks! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And quarterbacks in zone coverage, they have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You could tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
31, Kentucky, 14.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Wildcats moving quickly to the line.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Complete downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. He might want another play. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Kentucky. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Minnesota. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And a really nice setup here to take a shot if they want. 3 receivers to the right. Williams will pass. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Tight end now in motion. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Finds his man, it's Boston. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Third down coming here, and they need to get it out to the 44. Looking to throw again. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Williams looking for a man. Grabbed behind the line. It's Barry. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Toss sweep to the right. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Barry. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Give to the running back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback receivers, they got to be a...
Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They have Haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet. Haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he drops to throw. Boom. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on fourth down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Making side adjustments here. They'll start this drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his target down the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Handoff from the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Gets the back moving. Now on the move. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that.
Now, how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.